Back here with Dave White from New York Sea Grant, who is just back from American Samoa. He went on a trip to take his expertise there and to explain a few things. And that's what he's going to talk about this morning, about what he was able to teach the folks over in American Samoa. So they invited you to come?
They did. I was invited by the National Marine Sanctuary folks that oversee all 14 sanctuaries across the country. And if you recall, actually right now, folks here in Jefferson are partnering with Oswego, Wayne, and Cuyahoga County to put a sanctuary here. So it was a great opportunity to visit with them. I was invited to take our clean and safe boating concept that we've talked about over there and chat with them about some of the things they want to really start to do both within that territory and within the marine sanctuary, because it is one of the most fragile and one of the only reefs of its kind in the world, and so they want to really look at the clean boating side.
How far is that?
It's 18 hours of flight time to get there. It's south of the equator, and you can only fly there. The planes go in twice a week.
Did you go alone?
I did. I met up with the folks from the National Marine
anyone to go
Sanctuary.
with you?
I couldn't get anybody. Really? You really want to do that to yourself?
You want to fly 18
hours on a flight with you?
Yeah, 18 hours on a flight with me. Yeah, yeah, we can really talk about that.
Safe boating concept that New York Sea Grant is behind and helps to promote. If you take the concept is if you take your boat from one lake to another, you want to make sure you don't have any vegetation on it or anything like that. So, what's the point over in American Samoa? Are there invasive species?
What we were really looking at there's really, when you think about the clean aspect of it, is the petroleum aspect, because they're really trying to preserve the resource that's there. And when we talk about the sanctuaries, that's a lot of what's there is good stewardship.
Are these pictures from there? Is that what we're showing?
They are. Those are actually some of the reefs that are there and some of the divers down. It's some of the best reefs in the world. And they are an American territory. And they're really concerned when we talk about the clean side of removing a petroleum product. Wonderful people. It's a wonderful territory and just great hearts that are there. But they're really not acquainted with a lot of the things that obviously we have here. It's a very hard country to get to. And some of the concern is as they look at ecotourism and bringing more folks to the area, really wanting to try to prevent any petroleum product from getting in and harming the vegetation, obviously the reef itself, and the animals that are growing there. So they really wanted to look at that part and the safe part. You know, just talking about basic life jackets, you know, utilizing them, having enough on board. They have most of the boats that are there, they build for the local communities, and they're not the most safety conscious, especially when they're taking tourists out. So it's really trying to talk with them about if you want to bring tourists in, if you want to have an economic engine driver. And actually the program we did there was we did a dive safety drill with all of the, Marine Patrol, the Coast Guard Auxiliary, the National Park Service, because there is a national park there as well. So we did a dive training drill with all of them as well to raise the safety awareness that if you're going to begin to do more of this. So actually all of the activities I participated in, if we're fortunate enough to have Eastern Lake Ontario nominated as a sanctuary and receive that designation, I will take that agenda and we will do that exact same program here in about 3 years with all of our emergency responders to have them better prepared, as well as boaters to think about how can we be better stewards when we're really trying to preserve, protect, and utilize these resources down the road. So as I told my colleague within the National Marine Sanctuary Program, the agenda he put together, I said, thanks a lot. I'm bringing it back here. I'm going to bring him back here. He's a dive master for NOAA, and he oversees all of their boat operations. So he will be the partner we're going to be working with here.
That's what it's all about.
It really was. It really was. It was a great opportunity, and I worked with Hawaii Sea Grant, which is on the island as well, and so we developed some great new partnerships.
I'd push to work with Hawaii Sea Grant.
There you go. You're volunteering for all sorts of great things. You are. 18 hours on a flight with me. Next time I go,
I'm
taking you, Beth.
Wait a minute.
There you go.
Back here in a couple of moments. We'll be right back. Thanks, Dave.